Welcome to Yoga with the Zentist. My name is Diana, and for today's class we're going to be focusing on the hips. But I also wanted to mention that for every video that I upload to YouTube will be dedicated towards a cause that's raising money for a greater good within the community. So for this class, it's going to be dedicated towards raising funds for the COVID-19 food bank. If you want to find out more information about this food bank and what they're doing, please check out the link below, and there is a donation link if you feel inspired to share and support. If you found this video very beneficial. So I hope you enjoy this class. And today we'll be focusing on releasing tension in the hips. So if you've been indoors and sitting a lot, I'm sure, like me, you'll feel this tightness and tension in your hips. So for this class, you'll need a set of blocks and a blanket, and we're going to start lying on our backs. Feet hip distance apart, knees bent, touching together. Just start by tuning into your body. Notice your breath. Notice the air moving in and out of your nose. Notice your natural breath. Is it shallow into the chest? Is it a little bit beyond into the belly? Place your hands on your belly and feel that belly get a little bit bigger. Maybe the breath get a little more fuller. And as you breathe through the nose, see if you can bring a little more length to the breath. Inhale, feeling that belly rise like a balloon, and exhale, feeling the belly draw towards the earth. This time we're gonna inhale for 3, hold the breath for 3, and exhale for 4. Inhale for 3, feeling that belly balloon up. Hold. Exhale out the mouth for 4. Inhale for 3. Hold. Exhale for 4. Inhale through the nose for 3. Hold. Exhale for 4. Keep doing this to the measure of your own breath. And this time, see if you can feel the rib cage expand. Feel maybe the pelvis expand as you breathe. So even if you don't get all the poses, it doesn't matter. Try to just bring that attention to your breath. Keep that breath steady and full. And that's really what we want to focus on throughout this practice. Releasing the hands from the belly, bringing the right knee to the chest. We're going to start taking circles in the right hip. Starting to get some lubrication in the joints. And then to the other side. And switch sides, left knee to chest. Roll the hips in a clockwise direction. And now the other way. And see if while you do this, no other part of the body moves, just the hips. And you'll feel the core start to fire up a bit. Feet down. And now bring both knees to the chest. Wrap your arms around and rock from side to side, giving your spine a delicious massage. Bring the feet down. Lift the right knee up. Interlace the fingers. Pull the knee to chest. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Maybe feeling a little that tension in the right hip. And exhale at the mouth. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Right, left knee to chest. Grab the shin, pull the knee towards you. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Release. And now we're going to take that right ankle and place it under the left knee. You can grab behind the left thigh. Option 2, if you're a little more flexible, you can grab the shin. Keeping a flexion in the ankle, so the flexed foot helps to protect the knee and also create activation in the leg. And now pull the shin towards your body. Maybe closing the eyes and notice if you're feeling a stretch in that right hip, the glutes. And see if you can breathe into that sensation. Maybe drawing the legs a little more closer to your body. Take a deep breath. And exhale. We're going to switch to the other side. Flexing the left ankle, place it below the right knee. Grab behind the right thigh, or if you're a little more flexible, grab the shin, pull the legs to the body, flex both ankles to activate the leg. Notice your chin, if your chin's hiked up, so you can draw the chin to the chest. Notice what you're feeling in the left glute, hip. See if you can continue that deep breath through the nose. 2 more deep breaths, maybe drawing the legs a little closer to your body. Feeling that sensation a little bit more. Release. Now we're going to lift both legs up towards the sky. Just allow the legs to relax. This helps to send the blood from the feet to the hips, to the chest, to the head. So this is known as an inversion, and inversions are really great for getting the circulation going. And now we're going to bend the knees, drop to the chest, wrap your arms around, rock from side to massage the spine. We're going to roll onto the left side. Take a moment here, catch your breath. And we're going to make our way into tabletop. So checking out our shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Spread your fingers wide, index finger faces forward so that the elbows hug towards the body. We're going to start with some cat-cows. One thing I see with some students is the elbows will flare out. So instead, see if you can straighten the arms while you do cat-cow. So the only thing that should be moving is your spine. So inhale through the nose, arch. Exhale, hunch. Inhale, spread the collarbone, gaze forward. Exhale, spread the scapula apart, drop the head. Inhale, arching, open up the chest. Exhale, rounding, relax the head. One more, inhale. And exhale. And I'm going to sit back on the heel, grab the block. I think you'll need 2 blocks for this. That way you can have a little more width. And then place the elbows on the block. Walk back and drop the chest so you feel an opening in the chest. So this is a really great pose to counteract the chair because you're actually expanding the chest. And come forward. Release the blocks. Now we're going to take our blanket and place it under the right. So you're going to walk that left foot forward, and if the knee is over the ankle, see if you can walk that foot a little bit more forward so that the knee's directly over. Now we're going to just start to bounce. And as we inhale, bounce up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So we're just starting to loosen up the hips. And then taking the hands onto the knees, see if you can start to round the spine. And as you round, rather than sink down like this, see if you can tuck that pelvis in and round, and you'll really feel a deep stretch in that right hip flexor. 5 breaths here. You can try to tuck the back toe or untuck and see how that feels for your body. And then now we're going to take a block. You can place it right here. And come forward, feeling a stretch in the inner groin. If you can't go all the way down, just come onto your block. If you're already feeling a stretch here, option is to remove the block and come onto your elbow or forearms. Breathe into the inner pelvis. And release. And then now we're going to bring that right foot behind and take that left hand and see if you can grab for the foot. If you can't grab it, don't worry about it. Just pretend. As long as you're feeling the stretch in the right hip flexor, if you can grab your foot, try to pull that foot a little bit more towards you. So if you don't have a blanket under your knees, I highly encourage it, especially if you're just starting off with yoga. And if you have pain in your knees, back off. So a lot of times the sign of pain in the knees because of tight hips, but also, of course, if you had any sort of surgery. And now we're going to align the feet parallel to each other. Come up, take a deep inhale, open up the chest, gaze back, open up the collarbone, holding here. So this is really nice for the groin. Great to open up the body, the front body. And now exhale, lean forward into your hips and come all the way down. You can even walk your feet a little bit further apart. Soften the knees. Nodding the head yes and no. Just allowing gravity to take hold of your head. And breathe deeply. So this is really great for improving circulation in your body, creating more flexibility in your groin, releasing tension there. Now we're going to walk our hands to the midline. Taking the right hand down, we're going to go in for a twist. Extend that left arm up towards the sky. Breathing into your spine, opening up that left chest. We're going to do the opposite side. Extend that right arm up. Open up that right chest. Really reach and lengthen. Breathe deeply. And release, come all the way down. And now we're going to do the opposite side. So you take your blanket, place the left knee on the blanket, walk the right foot forward. If you have trouble balancing here, what you can do is you can take a block and place it next to you, so the block will help you balance if this is hard. And now start to lift the hips up and down, sinking it with breath. So inhale up, exhale down, starting to loosen up the left hip. And then now lift the hip up. So that means that rather than sink, the tailbone gets tucked in. And then place both hands on the knee. If it's hard to balance, you can use your block to support you. Round the spine, and you'll feel a really deep stretch in that front hip. So no need to push. As long as you're experiencing a sensation, you can even play with that back foot here. So you can point the ankle or flex. It feels different for the body. So in yoga, we're just exploring our body. You know, it's not about getting anything perfect. It's just feeling into your body, and as long as you're experiencing a sensation, and when you do, bring breath to that area. Coming all the way down, we're going to take our block. You can start by placing both hands on the block, sinking into the hips, and feeling a release in that inner groin and pelvis. Option 2 is come onto your elbows or forearm. And option 3, if you're more flexible, you can come all the way down. Make sure you're breathing. And then slowly come all the way up. We're gonna lift the left foot, extend the right arm, reach back. If you can grab your foot, grab it. If not, you can pretend. And if you're pretending, see if you can point that ankle, point the toe to engage the leg and extend the arm straight. If you can grab, and see if you can draw that foot towards you. You're going to feel a really intense stretch here. And breathe into what you're feeling, maybe closing the eyes and focus on that area of sensation. Notice your belly. Is your belly rising and falling? And release. Then now we're going to parallel the feet again. And this time, I'm going to interlace the fingers, open up the collarbone and the chest, hold here. Breathe for 3 breaths. Notice your shoulder blades. See if you can squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Maybe look up, lengthen the front neck. And exhale, come all the way down. Allow the hands to fall behind your head. Softening the knee. So notice if your knees are hyperextending, and if they are, soften them. If it's hard to balance like this, you can just use the hands to support your body. And then come all the way up. And then now we're going to bring the feet towards each other. And come onto our sit bones. We're gonna do a little bit of core strengthening. So lift the feet, hover it up, extend the arms forward, and now hold here. Option 2 is you could place the hands down, straighten the knees. Option 3 is straighten the legs and extend out. Breathe. If you want to make this even harder, you can lift one leg up and then the other, and just keep doing this with breath. And back down. Whew, that was a good core workout. And now we're going to extend the arms forward and one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way down. This time really slow it down so that you're using all the aspects of your core muscles. And you're going to feel a place where it's hard to hold. Now we're going to hover here, holding for 3 breaths. And release. Come all the way down, rocking the knees from side to side, massaging the lower back. Coming back to center, walking the feet towards our butt until you graze the fingertips, palms face down. Lift the hips up. This is a beautiful hip release. If you're a little more flexible, interlace the fingers, walk the shoulders towards each other. Lift the hips up a little more. Breathe into the belly. So this is really great to watch the belly expand and contract. You can even see your belly move. And release. Now slowly starting with your upper back, middle back, and lower back, come all the way down. Draw the knees to the chest. Take the arms into a T, palms face down. And then we're going to bring the right leg over the left like you're sitting in a chair. And lean both legs to the left as you gaze to the right. Arm variations, you can take the right hand to the chest and the left hand to the outer hip. These twists are awesome for balancing the spine. Breathe into your lower back. Closing the eyes, notice where you're feeling. Maybe it's the glute. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Left leg around the right. Draw both legs down, gaze to the left. Left hand to the chest and right hand to the outer hips. Or not. You can just play with those variations. These are options. Maybe closing the eyes. Notice how the right side might feel different from the left, and that's okay. That's normal that our bodies are a little bit different. And just acknowledge and breathe to see if you could use the breath to release. And then come back to center. Draw the knees to the chest. Give yourself a big, beautiful hug. Rocking from side to side, massaging the spine. And finally coming into Shavasana. So take some time in Shavasana because it really allows the circulation to pool into all the extremities and all the bending and twisting we did. It just allows the circulation to flood.